explain of what has happened in the past with these researchers and what they researched and what things came up with in the news media that was hidden from all the public. And also we have some fantastic images that are still coming in to this day, hundreds of photographs showing the changes all across the skies, right across the earth. So please again enjoy this footage and please take care. Back in the day, the modern hunt for Planet X that began with the Deep Space Probe's Pioneer 10 launched in 1972, and also the Pioneer 11 launched in 1973. These missions established in the existence of something of a huge size in mass because of it has altered the trajectories of these both probes. These again were built purposely to find and search for Planet X. In 1983, the infrared astronomical satellite IRAS was launched. It was used to detect to see if it could find Planet X. According to NASA, IRAS failed before mission could be completed. However, several government whistleblowers has since come forward to say that IRAS had in fact imaged Planet X. We have to remember that our taxpayers' money paid for this telescope IRAS, and all of a sudden it just broke down and all the information from this telescope disappeared. NASA will never disclose this information, ever. And the hunt for Planet X continues. Most noticeable was a paper, the New York Times, was an article back in 1983 which states more credence was given to the hypothesis that a brown dwarf star accounts for the mysterious force. Here is an article from Dr. John D. Anderson, Senior Research Scientist. We, NASA, have a 90 to 97% coincidence that Uranus and Neptune are being disturbed by the one candidate for that is a single Planet X. He also states more a brown dwarf in the neighbourhood might not reflect enough light to be seen far away. Again, Dr. John Anderson of the JPL Caliph. This is a 1988 capture, a photograph of Dr. Anderson, NASA bio page. So what we know about this astronomer is that he does indeed work for NASA, and that he has been following the topic of Planet X for years. Frankly, he is in a league of his own, the last of the honest astronomers to come forward on this topic. In a June 14th, 1988 interview in the Victoria Advocate titled Pioneer 10 Still Searching, Anderson is directly quoted saying, "Also, Planet X cover-up in the mainstream media. Immediately after that published article, the entire coverage across the world's newspapers reported was removed from further information." There is no doubt that our hard-working tax dollars had again been at work to hide the truth. In 1988 was still a blue weather year for Planet X. Research thanks to the efforts of Dr. Robert S. Harrington, Chief Astronomer at the United States Naval Observatory. Because of October, that year he published a paper titled Location of Planet X. And here you can see Dr. Harrington being interviewed by Mr. Stitchin, author of The 12th Planet, for a network documentary. In that interview, Dr. Harrington showed Stitchin orbital diagram of Planet X. Very interesting enough, in this illustration you can see on the screen, created by Dr. Harrington, we see the description orbit of Nibiru, the very same planet that Stitchin maintains exists according to his translation of the ancient Sumerian texts. It is likewise noteworthy that Harrington commissioned the construction of a special telescope for a Planet X sky survey, which was designed in 1991 at the Black Birch Observatory in New Zealand. Those observations were based on Harrington's calculations, and the films were delivered directly to NASA and never seen again. And in a matter of speaking, neither was Harrington never seen again. With the mysterious disappearance and death of Dr. Harrington, this courageous astronomer died on January the 23rd, 1993, from a rapid onset of cancer. The truth is that he was assassinated. Today, NASA has placed the Planet X research with David Morrison, NASA's astrophysicist, Planet X debunker, a man that maintains that Planet X does not exist, and never misses an opportunity to humiliate anyone who speaks out the truth. Here again is the SPT telescope, as it is commonly referred to as a 10-meter diameter telescope, located at the Abington Scott South Pole Station in Antarctica. Simply put, that it is an ideal infrared telescope, checking for anything rising up from the southern skies, like the Planet X system and its brown dwarf. The true reason why constructing this telescope in the most horrendous region of the world sounds noble, but in fact, it does not justify the expense. Also, the Abington Scott South Pole Station is only accessible by a specially modified C-130 aircraft, frequently flying to the telescope and its support building. This is why the same science could have been done for the fraction of the price elsewhere in the southern hemisphere. So why not save money with a much better location? Well, the true reason is that the best place, the South Pole, is to track the rising of Planet X. So just remember, when we're all at home with our loved ones, watching the news media channels, they're busy at work with that telescope, and also they are tracking Nibiru to this day, to this hour. So it's important to remember to think out the box. Let's not be controlled by the powers that be, the news media. We can think now for ourselves. It is so important. The Rothschilds finance the world's biggest conflicts for profit and control. Should they control the governments and media? It is getting so blatantly obvious now. The awakening is happening all across the world people are starting to wake up to the truth that we've been fooled for many years with their corrupt system. Planet X, Nibiru, they are here. These heavenly bodies are in our inner solar system now. We could see red reflections, dark shadows all across our skies, and still the shadow government, the powers that be, they will not disclose anything until the very end. So remember as well that these facilities deep underground are built for the elite. They are ready for the situation. They're ready when these heavenly bodies interact with our Earth, causing huge tidal waves, earthquakes, landslides. Everything will happen. We have to expose the government now to come out with the truth. And I'm now going to go to excellent images from around the world from fantastic subscribers. These first attachments are coming from Dawn Taylor, and she is stating in her email that these are the eastern skies in the UK, and says in her email that the skies are far too dark and we're still seeing this strange colour that we've never seen before. So again, thank you for your email and thank you for your message, and these images are fantastic. More strange colours in the sky from Dawn Taylor. You can see again this pink haze and this yellow reflection, two colours. Yet another fantastic image from Dawn. Seeing those chemtrails and this pink reflection from the Nibiru system. Two different colours. Another fantastic subscriber, AD Harris from the Midlands in the UK. Again, it's so evident, isn't it, that something else is reflecting on those chems. Look above here. You can see the colour going down, and also look at this pink reflection. This also is from Wormwood. We are seeing these colours now. Here is AD's next photograph. Look at those skies. Look at the pink reflection from the Nibiru system. Other colours we've never seen before. Another spectacular image that's come in from Roger Paul, another subscriber that sends messages and emails all the time, and he states on this photograph that it was far too dim. He saw a red haze in the sky. You can see the HAARP clouds and the cloud system just burning away, and this white object on the screen. Fantastic photo again from the Midlands in the UK. This next attachment is coming from Sandy Ecklinton from Washington State. I mean, look at this photograph very clearly. You can see a pink fleck reflection. The soul will be to the left hand side. Yes, this is a chemtrail. Look at this pink haze to the right side of the area. All this up again is ash. Thousands of feet high. Look at the cloud system, it's doing nothing anymore. And again, look at the reflection on top of this horse box. It's the wrong colour. It's far too white, but far too dark. Another fantastic proof image that what we're seeing around the world right now. Also, Jen Goldflink from the Midlands in the UK is seeing this strange rainbow. Again, also that pink sky, a reflection from Wormwood. And also on the buildings, the huge reflection was showing so strong. And thank you for your kind email. This is another image that's come in by another subscriber, Shorty Short. And he states as well, and this is up in the main Midlands, noticing those pink reflections. And he states, was far too dark. Very dim in the skies. So again, thank you for this image. Mr. Stephen Rocks from the southwest of the UK again is seeing that huge pink reflection in the skies. He has never seen this colour ever before in his life. He sees the yellow of the looking sun going down on the horizon, but to the right hand side there is a reflection coming through and it's showing on those chemtrails. So another fantastic image. Here is the next image from Stephen again. You can just see that pink haze amongst all that trash in the sky that they spray all the time. Just another spectacular image because you can see the colour of the Sol, the sun, the yellow reflection. But here is another colour as we've got Nibiru that's between us and the sun. This is the last image from Stephen, and you can clearly see as well there is a huge problem, a huge reflection, as I believe that Nibiru would be seen now by the STP telescope down at the southern hemisphere, and NASA will be tracking it right now. This image is coming from Angeline Maya, and this kind subscriber is from Pittsburgh in the USA, and she also states on her email, "Out today and notice the skies are dark." And they surely are. You can see clearly on this photograph. It is so dim up there now as they spray in front of the area of the sun to make it look yellow again. They use chemicals to do this all the time. She also says in her email they were spraying very hard in the morning skies. There's another object that you can just see there on the photograph. Very strange times. More fantastic images coming in from Philip from London, and he states in his email, far too purple in the skies. Far too much of this colour. Now all the images we're noticing, we are seeing a lot of colour, a lot of purple and pink reflections. Now this is an honest question to an answer, that these colours are from the Nibiru system. It's gaining much closer towards our Mother Earth. Look at the colours. I'm going to go to the next image now from Philip. It is so spectacular what we're seeing now. The light show is here. The next photograph just says it all, doesn't it? To the northeast there is a huge reflection from the other side of sundown. Look at this strange colour in the skies. Very close, isn't it, this reflection? And it is quite frightening really, isn't it? Because something is seriously happening now to our skies. This image here as well that Philip sent in just clearly shows too many colours in the skies. Purple, pinks, yellows. It is completely changed now. Our skies are now showing colours and reflections from the Nibiru system. Now if Dr. Harrington was alive today, he would know that this is happening, and this is why the government, the powers that be, are now preparing for this. And ask yourself another question. Through these past weeks, the government have become very quiet, haven't they? Because they know that something is coming. This image now is from Jamie from northern Colorado, and he states as well that that cloud formation you see on the screen just didn't move for hours. And then when the Sol, the sun, was rising with this white object, the simulator that's in front of it, that's above our Earth's atmosphere, it's there all the time. The cloud then started moving and just stayed in front of the area of the Sol for hours. Can you see these reflections as well? These pink reflections. Now any other natural cloud formation will not show these colours. This is all chemicals that are reacting up there. Look at the haze as well down below. And all above here is ash that's coming in. They don't want you to see this. Another fantastic fine image. Thank you, Jamie. This image is coming from Carol. Now Carol is from southern Australia, and she states as well that there is a pink haze to the other side of sundown. There is a light source and a pink haze. Now, she's very worried about this as well, and we're seeing this all across the world right now in September of 2017. So thank you again for your kind email, and I will again show another image of what this subscriber is showing. This is the next image, and it is showing the proof as well, because yes, we are seeing reflections right now. And sooner in our lifetimes we will see those heavenly bodies. We'll see wormwood in our skies. And it's been the biggest cover-up ever in our lifetimes. And I want to show you this. Look at the pink reflections. Look at the yellow colour of the Sol that we normally see in the past years. We are seeing differences now. So thank you again for this true image. Also here on these photographs from Germany from Peter, he was absolutely annoyed that they keep chemtrailing, they don't stop, and it's happening all over the world. So a message to Peter to say, everybody's being affected by this, brother, so we just got to be persistent. And also I'm going to show the subscribers your next image. Also you see here just clearly chemtrails and this haze in the sky being sprayed every day. And Peter states as well, far too dark in the afternoon. It just dims as we've got objects in front of our sun. The sun is being eclipsed all the time as these heavenly bodies are heading closer. This next attachment is come in by Miss Brown from Kentucky, and she states in her email that she was very, very worried because it is truly dimming. She sees the darkness in the skies without the cloud formations. There's something seriously wrong with our sun. It's acting up. We've got objects that are with our sun now. So again, please keep safe, and thank you for this photograph. This image as well has come from Bernard from South Africa, and they state as well that they can see those colours coming in through the skies, and also red cloud systems at night time. Now over there in Africa they're seeing these lowered cloud formations, the red colours above. You can see again the yellow colour of the soul, but there's something else. And too, in Africa they spray the skies every day, chemtrailing. All governments are doing this now. So please again, keep safe, and thank you for your kind email and your photograph. More fantastic images coming from Charleston by Robert. This guy is persistent and sends emails saying this is it. This is absolutely by 100% a very big change in our skies. Something is coming. And has named this image you can see on the screen, Too Dark Today. And look at the darkness as well. It is dimming, isn't it? So I'm going to go to another one of Robert's images. This photograph was taken northeast, and there was a huge light source in the sky here. Very strange. He said it was quite frightening to see that, very worrying, that it would just seem very strong. There it is again, just zoomed out. Just that part of the sky just seemed very bright. And it is northeast. Now this system will be coming from them sort of parts of the sky as well, so we've really got to study and keep our eye on this, because we are seeing these light sources all across different parts of the world and different parts of our skies. Another fantastic photograph. Again, just looking at this sky, it has completely changed our system. Look at the HARP clouds, and again look at that light source here. It's getting stronger, isn't it? It really is. Very strange style of clouding as well from HARP, blanketing our skies to stopping us from seeing the truth. It is getting closer, isn't it? Things are completely different now. As Robert turned his car round, you can noticeably see that red haze on the other side of the horizon, just down here. As this is a haze from Wormwood, we will see this getting stronger through the days. Robert also stated as well in his email that looking at this photograph, he says there is, by no shadow of a doubt, something is coming. There is trash coming and a reflection as well. This is not from our soul, the sun. And it's true what he says. Again, chemtrails all across the sky. There's something that's rising as well. Something big is coming, and we all see this now. They can't hide it now. These next attachments are coming in from Chris from Germany. We've seen a lot of his images, and he's very persistent as well, and notices the different colours and changes. Strange cloud formations, chemtrails, and trash. Again, dark shadows. Another fantastic image to show you what is happening over their skies as well. Very strange formations. Here is another spectacular image, and also these chemtrails, they break away. Look at this. Splits in the chemtrails. We've seen a lot of this as well, where they turn off the machines and also spray again other parts of the sky. They've been doing this for years now. Just absolutely spectacular images. Much more evidence of spraying in the skies. Look at this pink haze on these cloud formations. Look at this ash. I mean, there's something that's different about these other clouds. I mean, they're not what we think they are. The powers that be want us to think that they're still part of the cloud system. Something is coming in from the skies, and it needs to come out now. It really does. We are all cross about what's going on. Look at again these images from Chris. Look at the lines in the skies. Very, very spectacular. You can see the pink haze from the system as well. Dry leaves as well being reported from all over in different parts of the earth. Chris also states at 4 p.m. in the afternoon it is far too dim and dark. You can see that dark shadow above the area of this white object. Look at the chemtrails. Look just above the HAARP clouds. Look at this ash that's coming through. Thousands of feet high. Now people say that they can't see it, but eventually they will see this. They will see the iron oxide on the ground, in the waters, on everything. It's very evident now. You could see that pink haze just around the area of this white object, reflecting on these chemtrails. Fantastic images. This is another fantastic images coming in from Fatum. Now this comes subscribers from Finland, and you can clearly see as well that the sun has changed. The colour has changed. It's now this white object. Look around to the left and to the right. Look how dark it is. It shouldn't be like this for the afternoon skies. Pink reflections. Strange cloud formations, chemtrails. Broken away cloud systems where the hydrogen has been burnt away from them. Very dim and dark. And states as well that they're very worried about this, and they're preparing. They're preparing for a huge problem that's happening all across the world now. We're seeing this dark sky. These people called Maria and another kind subscriber send in images all the time, and they state as well that when they were out just enjoying the day, it became very dim. The chemtrail activity was spraying between 1 and 3 p.m. and then they looked up, took these images and said it was very, very dark, and these pink reflections were coming on the land. It was so evident, everything just went pink. The reflections on the buildings, the trees, it just got very, very dim, and they are very worried about this. Again, other people from other parts of the world. Now Canada is being hugely affected right now as well, with very dim skies. Look at the pink haze around the area of the Seoul. Very dark. Again, thank you for your information and your photograph. Here is the image before the chemtrail activity. You could see where they started spraying the skies. That pink haze started to filter through now. This white object. Again, it's the wrong way around. White light, dark land, dark skies. At around 4:30 in the afternoon, it just got very, very dark. Frighteningly dark. Like an eclipse. This is what these people are seeing in their skies. Look at the reflection behind that chemtrail. Look at the colours. And look how dim the sky is here. This is a true photograph, and they were absolutely shocked to see how dark and dim it was getting, proving there is something coming. There's some big changes now. We have to be vigilant and alert to this, and I hope other people around the world are seeing these photographs. These next attachments are coming in from Anne Hilden from Kent in the UK, and people are starting to look up, she says. She's explained this and spoke to people, her friends and her family, and they had not noticed this before. And now they're all watching the channel and they're looking at the skies and they can see this pink haze coming in. It has got so much stranger now. Look at the chemtrails. This is happening down at the southeast of the UK. Now, far too much chemical activity. And again, look at these lines on these other cloud formations. It's all to hide trash that's happening thousands of feet high, and it's coming in, preventing this iron oxide. For people to notice now that this system is heading much more closer. Can you take note as well? Look at the building to the left hand side here. Look how dim and dark it is. The reflection. She states it's far too dark in the day, and it is September and it's still very dim. She also states in her email when she got back home, she just couldn't believe that they were still spraying strong. Very, very strong. And she's persistent and she's going to continue to send images in and also further information. As her dad was an ex-pilot and he speaks to say there is something wrong with the sun. So thank you for your email and thank you for your persistence. Okay, I've got a video that was sent in as well by a kind subscriber from Mexico, and he states as well that the skies were blood red, very pink and hazy. He's never seen it like this before. He sends in lots of photographs and I'm going to play this video for you now. Thank you, my friend, for sending this in, because you can just clearly see that this haze is getting in much stronger now. We have not had this haze, this colour, as it is, I believe, to be iron oxide. We are now seeing the dust, we will see the dust, seep through the cloud systems like red wine, pouring into the sea. So I'm going to now go to the last few images. Perry Yusuf from Tunisia is also seeing strange skies over there. He states he has never seen as much of this pink haze. Now it's coming here on the shadows, the right hand side. We can see that soul, that white object again in front of it, these other shadows. Look here, this haze, this pink reflection. And again, look how dim and dark these clouds are. He's been studying the skies for years, that many of us have. We enjoy seeing our skies, and he has said he is seeing a huge difference to the skies. He's totally amazed how these people are sending in photographs from all across the world on a daily basis, and he states as well big respect for all of us doing this, because he can tell there's something is seriously wrong. So again, thank you for this photograph from being all the way over there in Tunisia. Please keep safe. Okay, we've got a video coming from Dwayne Thompson, Sunrise in Washington State, USA, and the kind subscriber has also stated to the left side there is a huge pink reflection coming between us and the sun. You can see as well these are pink reflections on this cloud formation and this white yellow object colour from the soul. Two reflections. I'm going to play this video for you. It's 30 seconds long, but it's so interesting and it's important to show you everything. Now, I just played this video, okay? Apologise about the sound quality, but you can see again to the right side there is no reflection, no pink haze, as Wormwood has moved now. It really has. Because now the reflection is showing on the other side. Here on that video you just saw from Dwayne, it is on the other side. You can see that haze in the sky. They are hiding the truth all the time. So thank you for this video. These attachments are coming in from Jonathan Hilt from the USA, and he states as well, those chemtrails, there was a very strange colour formation on the, can you see this rainbow, a colour effect that we see on a lot of these chemtrails. Again, reflections from another body that's out there. He also states that the colour, the area, the dimness is far too strange, the reflection, and you can see again on the screen this strange formation, this colour rainbow effect. Also, Jonathan states that these are the signs in the skies. These are the last days. Look at the colour, look at the tinge, the strange colour on the wall here, on the cars, and that reflection, that strange reflection again. Being cloaked all the time. Above as well, this ash, this strange cloud formation, chemtrails on the horizon, strange colours. Fantastic photograph, proving that our system is truly changing. This is the last image for this evening, but look at that strange reflection on this chemtrail. Now, you can't debunk these images. Please do, and please try. But again, it is so important to get the true photographs out, because the powers that be will not disclose